You today with the fourth chapter of the book of Kings. We're in the reign of Shlomo, and we're told, Vayhi HaMelech Shlomo Melech al Kol Yisrael. Solomon is king over all Israel. It's not as in the past where there were David and Shaul and Ishbosheth and all different people. Everybody is behind the kingdom of Shlomo. Adoniyahu, who made himself into a rival, is dead. And therefore, Shlomo is king of everyone. Azaryahu ben Sadok HaKohen. And these are his officials. So we start with the priest, Azaryahu, the son of Tzadok. Elichoref Achia b'nei Shisha Sofrim, Yoshafat ben Achilud HaMazkir. Uvenayahu ben Yehoda Tzabah Tzadok ve'Aviatar Kohanim. Venayahu is on the head of the army. We had met him. He was the head of the archers for David, and then he became Shlomo's sort of enforcer and strongman who took care of the people that David warned Shlomo about. And now he is presumably the general of the army. We have two priests mentioned here, Tzadok and Eviatar, who were the priests during the life of David. And earlier we had Azaryahu ben Tzadok HaKohen, Tzadok's son Azaryahu, and not the son of Eviatar. Let's keep going. We'll see more about that. Azaryahu ben Natan al Hanitzavim, and Azaryahu, the son of Natan, is in charge of the prefects, the 12 different prefects, which we'll read about in a moment. Uzvud ben Natan Kohen, Ro'eh HaMelech, and Zvud, the son of Natan, so two sons of presumably maybe the same Natan, we don't know, is a friend of the king. David also had a friend we will mention back, but here he's mentioned this Zvud as being part of the government bureaucracy. V'achishar al habayit, v'Adoniram ben Avda al Hamas. Shira is in charge of the palace, and Adoniram is in charge of the mas. We talked about this word before. Misim is the word that's used by Paro, and here we have the mas again, the forced labor, the comparisons between Shlomo and Pharaoh, which we will continue to see in the future. U'leshlomo shnei masar nitzavim al kol Yisrael v'chilkalu et hamelech be'et beito chodesh bashana yeh lachad lechalkel. Shlomo had 12 prefects governing all of Israel, which provided food for the king and his household. Each had to provide food for 1 month in the year. So, 12 tribes of Israel, 12 different prefects, 12 months, and each, we don't know if it's a tribe. It doesn't seem like it's a tribe, each one, but it's based upon different territories. Ve'ele shmotam, ben Hur bahar Ephraim, ben Deker b'makatz, u'v'shalavim, u'veit shemesh, ve'elon beit Hanan. And these were their names: Ben Hur in the hill country of Ephraim, Ben Deker in Makaz, and Elon Beit Hanan. So, interesting when you think about the Middle East in the way, less with the Jews, more with the Arabs, where people are named Ben something. They're identified by their sons, and that's the way we have that here. And it continues in verse 10. Ben Chesed ba'arubot lo Socho v'chol eretz Tefer. Ben Chesed in Arubot, he governed Sochar and all of Paper. Ben Ambi Nadav kol nefat doar, Tafat bat Shlomo haita lo liisha. So we have Ben Ambi Nadav, who also was married to Tafat, one of the daughters of Shlomo. We don't usually have too much information about the daughters, unless unfortunate stuff like, of course, Amnon and Tamar, or other instances where women come up. But here we meet that Ben Avinadav is not only a prefect, but he's also part of the family. Ba'ana ben Achilud Tanach u'Migdo v'chol Beit Shan asher etzel Sartana mitachal Israel mi Beit Shan ad Evel Mechola ad mi Ever liyokmimam. So we have Bana the son of Achilud in Tanach, in Ta'anach, I should say, in Megiddo, and gives his territory. Ben Gever b'Ramot Gilad lo chovat Yair ben Menashe asher b'Gad lo chevel argov asher Bashan shishim arim gdolim choma uvriach nechosha. We're told Ben Gever is in the Ramot Gilad, and this is on the other side of the Jordan, on the eastern bank of the Jordan River, and he governs the villages of Yair ben Menashe. We're told already in the Torah that there's a Yair ben Menashe who captures these territories, and so they're given to him. The names that's given to them is Chavot Yair, and that is the name of it till this day, when it is territory of one of Shlomo's prefects. Achinadab ben Ido Michana Yama, Achimatz ben Naftali, Gam hu lakach et Bosmat bat Shlomo liisha. So we have two more mentioned here. Achimatz, we're told he's in the territory of Naphtali, and he also marries a daughter of Shlomo, Basmat, a second daughter of Shlomo that we have mentioned. Ba'ana ben Hushai ba'asher va'alut, Ba'ana the son of Hushai, presumably the Hushai who was the great friend of King David. King David sent Hushai. Hushai was ready to leave King David during the rebellion, was ready to leave with David during the rebellion of Avshalom, but David asked Hushai to remain in Jerusalem and help him, and he's the one who said, no, don't listen to Achitophel, this is bad advice, you need to go, you should wait and get all of Israel together, and then we'll go and we'll attack David. And that Avshalom listened to, and that was his undoing. Continuing verse 17, Yoshaphat ben Paruch b'Yisachar, Shemi ben Ela b'Binyamin, 19, Gever ben Uri be'Eretz Gilad, Eretz Sichon, Melech HaMori, V'og Melech HaBashan, Tziv Echad Asher Ba'aretz. We go back to the eastern bank of the Jordan River for Gever, the son of Uri, who's in the territory what was formerly Sichon and Og, Yehuda v'Yisrael, Rabim Kechol Asher Alayam Larov, Ochlim v'Shotim Usmechim. And we finish off that it's not only Shlomo who is benefiting from this great moment in their history, but it is all of Israel. Judah and Israel are as numerous as the sands of the sea, right? This is the promise given to Avram. Your descendants are going to be like the stars of the sky, like the sands of the sea, too numerous to count. They're eating, they're drinking, they're happy, they're content. Everything seems perfect at this time during the reign of the great king, King Shlomo.